already. I filmed this last night. Yes, sometime yesterday. And I am getting it to you the next day. So that is not bad. I was going to do something else, and then I reminded myself how I need to edit right away. I'm not going to do it. And I know this one isn't very exciting, but sometimes what you personally think is no big deal, somebody else, like it might spark an idea for somebody else, or it may even just be something that somebody else didn't think of. Anyway, I'm going to share it. And these are 2 pages in my, I had the names remembered of what the books are called. I don't know. It's from Living in Your Journal. I think it's the Everything Journal. Anyway. So, I get the feeling this is the journal that I'm going to end up using the prompts for the All About Patterns challenge in, because that's what's happening here. This is for the 3rd of August, and the pattern was Brocade. So I used a Crafter's Workshop stencil, and I'll have them listed down below in the description. And for the inks, it's the Tim Holtz Distress Archival inks, and I just used a mini ink blending tool thing to get the ink down on the paper, because I wanted something waterproof, because I wasn't sure what else I was going to do on the page, and the regular Distress inks and Distress Oxide inks are sometimes hard to write over. So I wanted something that if I wanted to, I could add water and I could write on top of it and it wouldn't hurt. So then I decided I wanted more pattern around it. So I took the Dilutions blocking stencil, and then I laid this Link Tiles Crafter's Workshop stencil on top of it. So I'm getting blocks, but then I'm getting pattern within the blocks. And I like that. So I thought this is a cool thing to share with you, just in case you haven't thought of it. Combining 2 of your stencils for one pattern. I apologize, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Oh. I'm thinking I must have developed allergies, because I opened my windows in the basement and now I feel like I'm going crazy. My eyes and my nose, so I never had allergies all my life, and I know you can develop them at any time. So I think I have developed them. Not as bad as some people, though. Oy. I will also link the colors of the Distress Archival ink pads that I'm using as well. I'm going to apologize now for any sniffing. I just took a break. I paused my voiceover to try and deal with this, but it's coming back again. So anyway, I get a feeling I'm going to end up doing this challenge, the All About Patterns challenge. Before I just thought I might do one every now and then, but I may keep up with it and just use it as a prompt for in the background of this journal, because sometimes I don't know what to do on the background and I don't want anything too busy, because journaling goes on these pages. And also, even if I don't like how the page turns out, sometimes once you add the journaling and everything, it's not as bad. So I think, and I struggle sometimes trying to figure out what I want to do on the backgrounds here. So I think that may be a solution for both keeping up with the challenge and for figuring out what to do in these backgrounds. So this page, this page turned out absolutely awful. Like, so ugly. So bad. I had the idea. Okay, I'm gonna have to go again. Okay, so I had the idea to do like a wavy border, and in that wavy border do a checked pattern for August the 4th because the pattern was checked. And it kind of like, I was remembering a stamp that Diane has, Diane Reedley, and it is like a wavy border with a checked pattern in it. But it's small, and I wanted something bigger. And I wanted to do it myself and not just use the stamp because I didn't want it so bold. Because it's a background. Well, to me, this came out kind of bold, like bolder than I wanted to. And I don't know. It wasn't pretty. And when I tested the blue first because I thought, oh, I don't know, blue might be too strong. And when I did that one little square, I thought it looked nice, but then once I did all of them, not so much. It was not so pretty. You'll see. But I didn't cover everything up. Like, I tried to mute it and stuff, and I don't know. Nothing was working for this page. Like, it was not pretty. But now I'm looking at it and all the journaling has been added and the page is finished, and you'll see it at the end of the video. And it's not awful. Like, it's definitely not the best thing I've ever done. Far from it, but I mean, whatever. Sometimes it's not about producing something that is beautiful. Sometimes it's just a matter of getting something done. And that was a bit of this. And then sometimes it's just playing just for the sake of playing. And if it doesn't look good, well, at least you've learned something from it, like what you should have done, or what not to do, and what doesn't look good. Like, even things that turn out ugly, it's still a lesson, and you still got to play. So who cares? Especially when it's just something like this. Like, it's not, I wasn't setting out to create this beautiful piece of art. This is just a background for a journal that I'm gonna jot notes in. And it served its purpose. It made my page not blank. So, oh well. The one stencil I add after, though, it's what really helped the page. So don't give up on your pages, even when they're not the best. You don't have to rip the page out of the book. Just keep going. Especially if you're adding journaling and stuff, or adding things on top. Like, sometimes the things you really don't like, by the time you're finished, like, it gets pretty buried, like, in the background. So try not to stress about it too much. Just play and have fun. The paint I'm using here is actually gouache. For the month of July, in Living in Your Journal, we played with gouache for the whole month, and now I kind of feel like I'm hooked, because it can work, like, if you don't add too much water or any at all, it can work kind of like an acrylic paint. But if you add water, then it can act like a watercolor, but when it dries, it's like acrylic. So it has this like chalky like finish. It's pretty cool. I like it. And you can write over it no problem with pens, which is great, because some mediums just totally screw up your pens. And gouache, this is fantastic. It works great. So I've been enjoying playing with it. Like, I haven't tried to paint anything like important and beautiful. Like, I've just played with it for like messy backgrounds. I apologize for the way I sound. I'm getting blocked up. I know it's probably not sounding too nice, but we're almost done. This is the stencil that I was talking about that really made the page like look better than it was looking. Like I said, the page still isn't great, but this stencil did a great job in trying to salvage the page. And this is a Joggle stencil, and it's called Fiddly Ferns. And these are the pages once my journaling has been added. So, like I said, not the best looking, but it didn't turn out so bad. So remember that when you have a page that you're not loving, just keep going, add things. A lot of it will get covered up anyways. And just have fun, and at least you got to play. Till next time, bye.
Thanks so much for stopping by. Let me know if you like my videos by leaving me a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also head over to my Instagram account and say hi to me over there. If you have any video requests, leave a comment down below and I'll see what I can do. And don't forget to check out my other videos.